Good morning, everyone. It is day 26 on the Curtis Goes East tour, and I am in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado. Looks like it's beautiful weather as well today. Not a cloud in the sky, and that is great news because we got some riding to do. We're going to continue on Richard's route through Colorado, and we're going to deviate slightly and then make our way into Wyoming, where we will jump on I-80. I-80 will be our home for a little while because we are going to ride that all the way back to Chicago because we got to make it back in time, do a little work to the bike, and get back on another adventure, this time with friends. Today is going to be mostly a travel day, but there will be great riding on the front end, and there's one place I've ridden past many times that I'm finally going to stop at today. So let's get on the road, enjoy the rest of Colorado, get through Wyoming and into Nebraska. It's time to wrap up day 26 and 27. Day 26, I started off in Buena Vista, Colorado. I stayed at the hotel the night before and working through my route. You know, I was kind of going over Richard's route and looking at what he gave for me to do. And he was going to put me going around this really great looking road. I mean, lots of turns, twists, this and that, all things you like being a motorcycle rider. So I said, no, you know, I think I'm just going to take that road and forget Richard's route on that part. So that's what I did. I mapped it out, threw it on my phone, and took off. So had some good riding that day, and I was just kind of beat-bopping through Colorado, making my way. And then, you know, next thing I know, I roll up on Rocky Mountain National Park. I had no idea I was going to run through Rocky Mountain National Park. It just happened to be the route. That twisty road was Rocky Mountain National Park. So anyway, I'm rolling up to the gate, and I'd already known from talking with Patrick that between the hours of 9 and 2 p.m., you have to have a reservation to get into the park. So I looked down at the clock. It's 1:55 p.m. Perfect timing. And from being in the military, I have a military pass that allows me to get in and out of national parks for free. Otherwise, you got to pay like 20 bucks. So I was good there too. So I entered the park really blindly. You know, I had no idea what to expect coming into the park. You know, of course it's going to be beautiful, but what am I going to see? Ride, this, that. So I was riding flat land, and then it just kind of gradually is going up. I'm following the route that I planned, and I'm going up a mountain. So we're following the mountainside, and it's going up and up and up, and soon enough we are above the tree line, and we're still going up. It was way up there. I mean, you're right on top of the mountain. There's really no guardrail. It was wild, but incredibly just scenic. You got the mountains in the distance, the mountain you're riding on, just everything. I mean, I didn't see any wildlife at Rocky Mountain National Park, but it was great. I mean, a road like that, it was almost like going to the Sun Road, very similar. Really enjoyed that. That was great. And just randomly coming upon it at exactly the right time where I didn't need a reservation. Excellent. So kept on rolling into Estes Park area, and just kind of rolled through there. And then I found this like canyon ride. You know, it was part of the map anyway, but it was just a ride through a canyon, and people were kind of moving with some speed, and you know, there was a lot of tight turns and just rock faces the whole way, and a little stream, and it was awesome. It was just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that ride. We just kind of ripped through it, had some good music going, had a blast. Came out of that and started headed northeast on a slant for the corner of the state is the route it put me on. And I'm riding along. I end up stopping at a town, got some gas at the last Maverick. I knew I would see. I like those Maverick gas stations. And got a snack, ended up talking to a nice lady. Her name was Nina, if she's watching. And we just talked for a little while about this and that, and had a good conversation. And anyway, there was more daylight left. It was around about 6 o'clock. I was kind of looking for a place to stay. Couldn't come up with nothing. You know, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep riding. Figured out from there, you know, I was really hoping to make Nebraska and stay in Nebraska. And then, you know, I got to get up early to make Chicago, because it's Wednesday night, and I got to leave for a trip from Chicago Saturday morning. There's stuff I need to get done in Chicago and taken care of, and I want to spend time with my family. So we got to make some time. Anyway, rolling through Colorado, it's getting dark, and I'm just keeping riding. By this time, it's all flat, mostly little hills and cattle and farm fields, and we're just riding along. And it's getting dark, and I'm kind of debating my plans. I'm like, well, you know, I could get a hotel and then sleep, wake up early, and go head for Chicago. And at this point, it's about 10:30. I'm at a gas station. I'm like, well, it's kind of late, and I need to get up early tomorrow anyway. So I'm really not going to sleep that much, even if I do get a hotel. At this point, getting to campsite is out of the question. So I come up with the idea to ride through the night. And I wasn't sold on the idea initially, knocking it around. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab a coffee, and we're going to ride through the night to Chicago. All the way. Said, you know what? We're going to do it. Anyway, fueled up, drank my coffee, back on the road. And riding along, midnight comes around, and you know, I really wasn't too tired. Grabbed something to eat, a little more fuel, kept on rolling, and we just kind of did that all night. It got pretty cold around about 3 o'clock. It was 45 degrees out. Thankfully it was clear, at least no rain or nothing, but so I just layered up best I could. I got my long johns, ended up putting my rain pants on, got my visor on, sweatshirts, jacket, all that. Bundled up, keep riding. Head for Chicago. Boom, I'm in. So at this point I'm determined, nothing I could do but just keep on riding. And I wasn't even that tired until the sun come up. Sun come up on me in Iowa somewhere. I think I was past Des Moines at this point. And I was getting a little tired, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a nap. Pulled over to a rest stop, and I have my little bag that I keep my tent in and dirty clothes. Sits on top of my other 2 big bags. Threw it on the ground and put my hat over my head. Took a nap, 45 minutes. Woke up, feeling pretty good. Jumped back on the bike, and just kept on riding. Rode out of Iowa into Illinois, and you know, stopped again, got something to eat. I was still pretty tired, but you know, I was good. Grabbed a little coffee, back on the bike. Rode that thing straight into Homewood, Illinois, to Kevin's garage, where I need to get my bike serviced. And from there, met up with the crew there, my friend Tara and Kevin, and it's time to service the bike. So no rest for the weary. Put the bike on the lift. We changed all 3 fluids, clean the air filter. I did it with a little help there, and knocked that out. And I stayed at my Graham's house for the night, and ended up being a good couple days. I mean, it was long. I was tired. I was definitely tired, and we probably did, when I looked at it last, 1,100 miles. I mean, I woke up at about, I don't know, 8:30, Buena Vista, Colorado, and I didn't make Chicago until 1 p.m. 1 p.m. the next day. So I was up pretty much all that time except for a little nap. But what the hell, we made it, and it saved me a lot of time, saved me a little money, did what we had to do. And you know, I don't advise riding a motorcycle through the night cross country. Probably not the most brightest thing to do ever, but you know, you don't, just take a reasonable speed, stay on your toes, and that's all you can do. So anyway, we did what we had to do, made it back to Chicago, and we will be on to a new adventure shortly. So that was a heck of a few days. I was glad it was over. I was glad to get some sleep after that, but really appreciate all y'all watching, all the likes, comments, support, all that. That's pretty much the end of the Curtis Goes West tour. We're getting ready to start a new adventure, maybe an adventure after that, maybe one after that even. Just keep on watching and find out. So yeah, definitely appreciate all y'all watching everything. Definitely means a lot. Subscribing, commenting. Yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna be starting a new adventure real shortly, and y'all are gonna like that, trust me. So until then, see you on the next video.